Hello friends. In the previous part, we added a start game screen and handled collision between our Flappy Bird and deadly pillars. The game's really starting to come together, right? But guess what? In this part, we are turning up the excitement by adding sound effects from flapping wings to crash landings. It's time to make our game sound alive. And the scoring system track your high flying skills with a live score counter that update as you dodge obstacles. With sound and scoring in place, you will make the game feel more dynamic, rewarding, and fun to play. If you missed any previous part, no worries. The playlist link in the top right corner and down in the descriptions, along with the link to the latest build of the game. You can try it out. Let's dive in and make this game awesome. Now I'll jump to the VS Code where we left in the previous video of this series, and I will run in the debug mode npm run dev, and here we have this main.js file, and this one we created so far. So if you see our current game, we have the single pillar right now. So if you see, we have the single pillar. So first we will dynamically create two moving pillars, one at the bottom and one at top, with a gap between them. So you can treat as the pillar as obstacles which will continuously spawn and move to challenge the player. So let's start from the main.js, and if I go to the code create pillar, we have the single pillar here. Just press it. Before start, I will comment the collision so that I can check whatever I am building. So here I commented it. So let takes the gap 150, gap between the top and the bottom pillar. Next I will create the bottom pillar. So let bottom pillar equal to this dot physics dot add dot sprite, and the game dot config dot width is the x position, so I will keep at the far right of the screen. And next I will keep the pillar aligned to the bottom of the game area, so that's why I will put the position y game config dot height minus base height. Next I will set the height of the bottom pillar, so bottom pillar dot display height is the pillar height. And next I will set the origin at the bottom center, and next I will set the velocity of the bottom pillar to move it left. So bottom pillar dot set velocity x minus 200. Next I will create the top pillar, so create top pillar. So let top pillar, so I will use the physics dot add dot sprite, position at the far right of the screen and the align with the top. So I will put the y0 here. And similarly I will put the height. So I will calculate the height to ensure a gap between the top and the bottom pillars for the player to navigate through, so that the BART can navigate through these two pillars. So it will be game configure base height minus pillar height minus gap. And next I will set the origin at the top center and set velocity x is minus 200, move the pillar to the left. Next I will create the helper function for destroy pillar, helper function destroy pillar. So const destroy pillar, pillar dot destroy. I will remove the pillar from the game But before that, I will check if the pillar's right edge is less than 0. So for this, check pillar right edge less than 0. So I'll put this thing inside this. Next, I will set the onward bounds for the pillar onward bounds. So bottom pillar dot body dot onward bounds true, and same for the top pillar dot body dot onward bounds true. Next, I will listen for the onward bounds. Listen for world bounds and destroy pillar. So for this bottom, so I'll use the this dot physics dot world dot on world bounds, and if the game body dot game objects is bottom pillar, then it will destroy the bottom pillar, and if it's top pillar, it will destroy the top pillar. So basically, the world bounds event is triggered when a physics body leaves the game world bounds. Next, I will add collision detection between the bird and the pillar. So for this, I will use this dot physics dot add dot collider but bottom pillar, and I will call the handle collision, and for the same I will call the top pillar and the handle collision method here. I will remove the old code now and I will check. So if you see, we have the both the pillar. So let's check. It's not flipped, so I have to flip the top pillar. So we have this top pillar, and here I will apply the flip. So apply flip to top pillar that set flip y true, flip the pillar vertically. So next try this. We have the bottom pillar and the top pillar. Next I will add the scoring system. So for this I will take the variable score text. So let score text. Next I will go to the create function, and here on the pointer down, so I will create a score display. So here I will create a score display, and I will make it center horizontal, that is centered horizontally, and I will position near the top of the screen, positioned near the top of the screen. The score I will initialize 0 and is updated and rendered above the other game objects. I will render above other game objects. Next create this. So we have this code text or that text game config width by 250 and initial 0, font size 32px, fill with the color and the score text, and set depth I will put 2. So let's check this. So we have the 0. So to increment the score, I will go to the update function and I will add the mechanism. The player will earn points only when the bird successfully passes through a pair of pillars. So here at the bottom, I will add first. So first I will retrieve all active colliders. So retrieve all active colliders and iterate through this collider. Iterate through. So for this I will use the this.physics.world colliders, but I will not use the iterate. I will use the colliders.getActive. I will take only the active pillars dot for each. So for each collider, I will check if the first object is the bird and the second is the pillar. So for this, if collider dot object 1 equal to bird and collider dot object 2 dot textures dot key equal to pillar, I'll take the pillar, let pillar collider dot object 2. So I'll take the get the pillar collider dot object 2. Next I'll check if the bird pass the pillar and the pillar is not scored, make the pillar scored. So for this I'll check if pillar dot x, if pillar dot x plus pillar dot width by 2 less than equal to bird dot x minus bird dot width by 2 and not pillar scored, then I will mark the pillar as scored. And next I have to check next I will check the both the pillar pair are scored. So check if both the pillars scored. So for this I will take the let pillar pair, and here I will use this dot physics dot world dot colliders get active dot find collider, return collider dot object 2 not equal to pillar and collider dot object 2 dot texture dot key equal to pillar. Next I will check the horizontal distance between the two pillars is small, so that will indicate that they are part of the same pillar. So I will take the math dot abs collider dot object 2 dot x minus pillar dot x less than 10, check if the pillar is scored. Next I will check if the pillar pair and pillar pair is not scored, so pillar pair dot object 2 dot scored. If condition met, then I will mark the pillar pair as scored. So pillar pair object 2 dot scored, and I will increment the score and I will display the score. So let's check this thing. So here you can see, here it's incremented. So I think it's working. Next, I will add the sound effects to the game. So I already have the music and already downloaded the music. So I have those musics for this game. So I'll take the point.wave, and next I'll take the hit, wing and die. So hit, wing and die. Next I will copy it and I will paste it in our assets directory. Here we have the next I will load those music. So if you see, we have this 4. Next I will load in the preload section. So load sound effects wing.wave. Next I will create the variables and assign in the create lifecycle hook. So let point, hit, wing and die sound effects. Let's go to the create and here load the sound effects, points, hit, wing and die. So here we have the issue, the score is not able to find. Let's check this. We have the die, hit, point and wing. So score, it will be point. So we have this. So it's fixed now. So let's check. So it didn't play yet those sounds. Next I have to add the play according to the situation or according to the event. So first I will add the wing. So whenever the space key is down or the, so let's check for the is down, where we have this is down. So here I have to add the play wing sound. So for this I will just add the wing dot play. Next thing I will add the hit and die in the handle collision. So let's search for the handle collision, and here inside the handle collision I will play the sound, play hit sound, hit dot play, and next play die sound, die dot play. And next I have to add the score sound. So I will go to the scoring algorithm. Here we have the pillar paired and the pillar paired. So here I have to play the score sound point dot play. So let's check this. So now I will wrap up part 4 of our Phaser game tutorial. So today we added some exciting new features, sound effects to bring life to the game, a scoring system to challenge the player and track progress. Your game is now more fun, interactive and rewarding. Want to take it even further? I would love to see what you can build on top of this. Add your own features like power-ups, enemies, level progression or anything else creative you can think of. You will find the full GitHub repository link in the description, so feel free to clone it, experiment and make it your own. Also check the description for the live game link and the playlist if you missed earlier parts. And don't forget to like, subscribe and comments your features ideas below. I am excited to see what you come up with. So see you in the next one.